can't co-sign that, yo.
No, like you said, gloves, ski masks. I'm like, yeah.
All white people, man. Send Ricky a message. Let him know how you feel about what he said. That wasn't us, bro.
Fuck it, bro.
But I think they basically they got all these people that signed up for Prime. Now I'm gonna probably keep it, but I think a lot of people will forget to cancel that shit and they're gonna get charged extra $100. I see what Amazon tried to do.
I mean, I've had Prime for like 2 years. I order a lot of shit from Amazon.
So yes.
And Prime actually is nice, but Amazon, they really fucked up, bro. Like they was hype. They was like, these sales are gonna be better than Black Friday. Stop it, bro. Like stop it.
They didn't even have they had no TVs. Hey, you know how big Black Friday is for people getting those 32-inch flat screens though. They had nothing I wanted, man. They had treadmills on there. Who the fuck buying a treadmill on Amazon though? So anyhow, if you got Amazon Prime just for that, I suggest you remember to cancel it, because if you forget to cancel it, they're gonna get that $100 off of you. But moving on, we got some
shout outs. Hold on, give a shout out to everybody that thought Best Buy was gonna give them their money on them $15 cars, and they thought they was getting the $200 cars. And I seen niggas spending guap on them hoes. Best Buy.
What's that?
Best Buy website. They were selling gift cards for $15, but if you paid the $15, you got the $200 gift card. It was like a glitch in the system. So people were going on there spending, crazy money, racking up all these cheap ass gift cards and thinking they about to have $10,000 and shit. But he spent $750. It's like, I got $10,000 in Best Buy gift card. No, I think they honored like maybe a few of them, but they not honoring everybody's shit.
What did he end up with?
You said what?
I said, what did he end up with?
The gift card, the $15 gift card.
He thought he was. He thought he was gonna come up.
It was like, cause I had woke up to this shit, cause my phone was going off, and I seen it, and everybody was like, "Buy Best Buy cards right now, $15, you get $200 back." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" So I thought about it, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, "Wait, what?" I might have to come up on this lick real quick. And then I realized, nah, fuck it, I ain't doing that shit. And there's a lot of people that spend a lot of bread, bro.
Well, that's what you get. Trying to get out. But this week, the CEO from Nintendo, how do you say his first name?
Satoru Iwata.
Satoru Iwata passed away at 55. Tumor complications in his. It doesn't matter where, but so that was Nintendo's guy. I don't know how long he was over at Nintendo, but I just want to say, like, I'll let everybody get a chance to talk. Like, people are so disrespectful on the internet. This shit then got to be real ridiculous, yo. And it seemed like every year it get worse. Like, as soon as this dude died, I'm going on people's channels and I'm reading the comments and people talking about, please understand he had a heart attack and all that. Like, where are these people from? Like, how's that shit fucking funny for people to sit up there and make jokes about somebody's death as soon as they pass away, or people with the whole get cancer stuff? Like, what the fuck is wrong with people on the internet, yo? I think that there's a time for jokes and there's a time, you know what I'm saying, to put that kind of stuff aside. Like, and it don't matter how you feel about Nintendo as a brand. Like, that has nothing to do with the man actually passing away at 50. Like, you're not 55. That's not considered like elderly. So he died. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. But I think Nintendo, obviously in the early days, and even up until I guess recently, was real important to the industry. So whatever, all the work he did over there, you can at least respect him for that. Because I don't even know if we would be playing video games at this point if it wasn't for Nintendo in the early days. To be honest with you, I mean, we might, but the industry might be totally different. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But we'll let everybody say whatever they want about the situation. And let me go ahead and let Nick go first, and then you can swing it to somebody else.
I gotta say, go to Abel's channel, watch the tribute him and his girl did. That was clean.
Thanks,
also,
man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, that's messed up because I think my mom's like 2 months older than, 2 years older than than him, and like I don't know, I hate for somebody to die that young, but y'all right though. Like, if it wasn't for him, we probably wouldn't be playing games. Like, I don't think we'd have the the joy to experience Mario, Zelda, Star Fox, all that if it went for that, man. So I respect that.
Wait, didn't Miyamoto make Star Fox, Mario, and Zelda?
Yeah, why would
He
it
had
was?
something to do with all of them. You know that for a fact.
No, Iwata is a genius, but the thing is, Miyamoto was the one who created those characters in games. But he does have a large I don't even know what the fuck to say about it. He's right.
I mean, pretty much a legend died, and we just gotta pay our respect. That's all.
Yeah, definitely.
Somebody else want to hop in there?
I guess I could. Yeah, like to touch on what Chase said, man. The internet is crazy. That's where everybody get to just be who they want to be, or who they wish they can be.
Everybody want to be a comedian.
Yeah, everybody want to be an internet comedian, but I mean, unless that stuff actually happens to you, man, it's a time like we all make our please understand jokes and stuff over the years and whatnot, but somebody lose their life, yo, that's a whole different can of worms, yo. Like, especially from an illness or something like that, it wasn't nothing self-inflicted or nothing like that. So you don't want to make no jokes about stuff like that. Like I said, Nintendo, whether they not doing so good right now or not, Nintendo single-handedly saved that crash of '83, video game crash. So, I don't know the man personally. I don't know his whole backstory and what he created and stuff, but I mean, I know he had a lot to do with that being the reason why a lot of us here right now and a lot of people watching us right now. So, for that, man, I mean, making jokes and shit, it's kind of corny, man. It's the time and the place to make your jokes, but when somebody lose their life, yo, you don't want that, man. You don't want that karma coming back to you playing like that.
Right. It's that 15-second fame, man. Everybody they'll do as soon as some shit breaks out like that, they'll say whatever they can just to get the last
for a couple thumbs up and retweets, man.
Shit don't even be fun. That don't even be funny.
I don't know what's funny. I didn't find not one joke. I found it kind of corny actually. Whatever jokes I saw, what actually got me more, because I didn't even pay attention to the jokes. What got me more mad was the people who were like, damn, so what's gonna happen next? I mean, for some who don't really take Nintendo seriously, like we do. The thing is, we never really shit on Nintendo. We were always upset at the things that they were doing, right? But that didn't mean, oh, after Nintendo, we're not a fan of Nintendo. It did affect us, and it did affect each of us in some way. But that's why I took it serious. With some people were like, damn, well, hopefully Nintendo don't do. I'm like, hopefully, I'm not even worrying about that. I'm talking the man, passed over some type of illness that can happen to, it's a rare. Supposedly it was a rare illness, condition of growth in what is it called, a duct, something like that, a bile duct. Yeah. So for something like that, I was just more trying to grieve his death. Like I was just trying to, acknowledge what was going on, not really trying to put out videos immediately trying what's next or what's gonna happen next or. I'm not worrying about that shit. People, that's just like with video games. Any game that's coming out, people want to be the first one to drop the negative news on something, So, I mean, I just put the middle finger up to all those people because I don't give a crap, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm reading this stuff right now. This dude, he respond to people through social media, which a lot of people in Microsoft don't do, or Sony. And it's also saying that he worked on the coding and stuff with Pokemon Gold and Silver. Yep.
With me, with him, I don't care if you know the nigga personally or not. If you've ever played Nintendo games and like the original old school games and some of the things that they've done to push forward and change, gaming forever, you have to respect him first. All that other stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of agree with some of it, to be honest with you. And y'all know me being the super Pokemon fanatic, so I know him more than than the other games because I spent more time on Pokemon than a lot. But I do hope after the grieving period is up, I do really want Nintendo to continue and go for better, and I feel like they'll do it even better now because now they'll think like
what would he do?
We have to show them that his soul's still here, his will is still here. So let's push forward onto, and I expect them to do better things with their plans. Thank you.
I can definitely agree with UTX. One thing I didn't like, for one thing I can say that. Oh my God. For one thing, I can say that most of us, I'm not gonna say all of us. Some people probably didn't care, but I personally didn't like, some of the decisions Iwata, was making, but that didn't stop the fact of my respect for the man. You know what I'm saying? What I did say a couple podcasts ago was that he was smart, and I think Chase, I think you kind of disagreed as well. You kind of disagreed because I said I thought he was smart with the fact that he kind of didn't open his brand to third party, only because I felt he kept Nintendo in his own circle. He kept the family in a circle, which is why you see Microsoft go through bullshit. You see Sony go through bullshit, but yet Nintendo, they can say something about Nintendo, and it'll just, fade away. And they kept within themselves, and you never hear about financial trouble with them. Why? Because they're not making risks or stupid decisions like Sony. But I mean, personally now, hopefully, Nintendo will still be in the right track. I guess if Miyamoto and Takeda is going to be helping lead in Nintendo Corporation, hopefully the decisions and ideas that they make don't exaggerate or go over the top with Nintendo. I hope they still keep Nintendo the way they are, but do expand a little bit. But I just don't want to see them go downhill. Like, I don't want to see some crazy ideas, but I do trust Miyamoto. I mean, like I said, he made some of the most iconic game characters in franchise history. Mario is still not a dead character. Mario will forever live. It doesn't matter if people were saying, "Oh, it's so repetitive his games." Mario is one of the only games that I know that his character, every generation will still appreciate that character. Halo only had a 10-year lifespan, and people already tired of Master Chief. Call of Duty only had like a 10 to 12-year lifespan. People were tired of it. Mario's been out almost over 20-something years, but there's still people loving Mario till today. So, and Zelda. You know what I mean?
I'm tired of fucking Mario, to be honest with you.
No, but I'm saying, but not everybody is. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to sit here and act like we haven't been.
Yeah.
Because he passed.
Yeah, we all
need to stop acting like we ain't been talking about Mario.
I just said that. No, but I did say that. No. I said that in the beginning. But I'm saying there's people. I'm talking about people in general. There's still people in general because Mario still makes sales. So for people who assume like, oh, I don't believe that Miyamoto can do big things or great things. I mean, you still got to give that man credit since he jumped to Nintendo in 1977 and was doing his things since that time. So I mean, my respects go to him. I just hope, like I said, Nintendo goes on the right track from there.
Well, I just want.
I just wanted to say my last little bit of piece is the news is definitely sad. I definitely respect the man. I think I did 1 or 2 news reports about Iwata ever, and they were both pretty negative. But I do respect the man. I do acknowledge what he has brought to the world of gaming, and I don't know. To me, just to hear of his death, I didn't personally know him. He's not a family member or anything at all, but it hit me in a way that I love games, and just out of respect, it's like I felt like that's one of my boys out there. Like just out of respect, just for gaming, just for gaming's sake. If one of my boys unfortunately goes on or whatever. It's just you give that respect. You just give that respect and don't pick on the man. Don't disrespect the man. Don't be out here spreading falsehoods and making jokes about shit like that. It's not the time for that. Yeah, not on no death shit. And people trying to clarify when it's right to speak news and let this man rest, bro. Just give him his time and we'll be back to normal. But you just don't be disrespectful out there.
It gets on my nerves because like. I can see it from like little kids who haven't really experienced death yet. Like when you get a certain age, you start to actually experience death and actually seeing people around you die, whether it's just because of sickness or whatever. You start experiencing that. The older you get, I mean, because there's gonna be a certain time where you get a certain age, and like most of your friends, you'll probably have outlived them. So I understand little kids don't really they know what death is, but I don't think they really quite understand it and how serious it is. But my thing is, like, I see these grown-ass fucking men, there's YouTubers out there saying that shit. And it's like, these are the people y'all look up to? It's ridiculous. Like, there's nothing, I just don't get these guys. And at least, like, give you condolences or whatever because he was important to the industry. But, like, some of these cats, they just want to make a video, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get the ad revenue, whatever. And then they jump right into, instead of even spending a few minutes on his death, they just went in right into how Nintendo ain't going nowhere, blah, 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 what they going to do now. It's like, yo, man, these dudes on YouTube are unreal, yo.
Right,
and, like, this shit's not normal. Like, a lot of stuff I see and I expect it from viewers and younger people, but like from these grown men in their 30s, like these dudes is unreal, man. Like they're guys, something ain't right with these guys, yo. And there's just something wrong with them, man. So just be careful who you look up to, man. You know, and I understand respect is earned and not given, but you don't need to be disrespecting dudes like for no reason that you don't even know. So
remember, these personalities, these YouTube personalities, do hold a big influence on the audience. So I think if you're gonna follow somebody who's just plain negative, like that's just ridiculous. Because I seen videos too. You got some grown dudes cracking jokes, and at the end, I'm just kidding. No, you know, R.I.P. to the man. But hopefully, you know, I'm just like, and then I'm looking at the comment section, and I'm just like, this is just disgusting. You know, it's awful. Because I mean, it could have been anybody. Just for me personally, death is just, you know, I mean, happens to everybody, and you know, everyone's gonna go in there. But damn, like.
Death ain't nothing to fuck with, bro. Like, it's not a joking matter. I don't give a damn.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Point blank, period.
Yeah, it's not a joking matter no matter what.
That's what I'm saying. So when I see shit like that on YouTube, I'm just like, yo, you know what? Like, I'm gonna stay off of YouTube. I'm actually gonna watch TV for a little bit until this wears off.
It take for something to really have to happen to you, man, close to home for some people to really get it, and you know, God forbid that happens. And, you know, I guess I'm cut from a different type of cloth, but once that stuff happens, man, it's like, yo, okay, now they want to get it, but it's like you need to, man, some cats just need to look in the mirror, yo, like, that's crazy, man. Like,
those
they get jokes about that.
Those are the same niggas that when somebody died in their family or somebody they know, they post on Facebook, they want somebody some sympathy. Like, no, bitch, like you sitting up here laughing at other niggas for dying, and then when it happens to you all of a sudden, please like my status if somebody died. No, I think niggas is corny, bro. Like, it's just point blank to say it. Niggas is corny. Shit ain't funny.
Right. Amen.
We ain't even live no more, are we?
No, we good. I had to. I'm just trying to make sure they sound was lagging a little bit.
Refresh the stream. They said.
You can't do that on here.
Everybody's trying to be like Keemstar. I mean,
whatever that means.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that means. That's left field.
I would never want to be like Keemstar.
All right, let's not start doing all that.
What?
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 No, I'm just saying, man. Mentioning other YouTubers like that, because that's the last thing. That's the other thing. You can't say nothing no more. People are like, oh, they talk about you. Oh, they talk about you. All right, hold on. Okay. Let me get that off. All right, since we talking about YouTuber influence and stuff, the homie Flock made a real good video about certain things going on in 2K. Now, I don't want to say too much about the video because I want you to watch the video. It's one of the most recent videos on his channel. Basically, my question is going to be to everybody when it comes to exploits, glitches, bugs that people actually use online to make everybody else's experience a little bit worse. Do you actually think, is it more of the YouTuber's responsibility, or is it more of the dev's fault for not fixing the issue that is actually being that videos are being made about? Because I know everybody has a different opinion on that whole situation.
Can you? I'm an idiot. Can you?
All right. So if we're talking about, say, Call of Duty, for example, I'll recall T. Martin made this video on Hijacked where he told everybody if you want to get easy kills at the beginning of the match to go off the side of the boat and you'll spawn right behind them. I'm not really a fan of that, or people showing glitches on how to make people a certain height, or on 2K, or glitches for ranking up faster in Battlefield, or Modern Warfare 2. People knew how to have like ranking up glitches, just things that you might have to play against. That's really not what the game's for. So I just want to get everybody's opinion on like.
So hold on, what YouTuber you said?
It doesn't matter.
Oh no, I'm saying no because you just said the person's name, right? But they don't even play Call of Duty. So fuck what that motherfucker says about it.
Really, Ricky. Sorry, anyhow, exploits. Number one, what is people's opinion on exploits actually videos being made about them? And then you think it's more the person that makes the video's fault or the developer's fault? I know. I already know a lot of y'all gonna say it's a combination of the two, but you got to really pick one.
I would say the dev's fault. First off, YouTube's YouTube. Any idiot could go out there and make a video, but it's solely the responsibility upon the developer. If you see a cause, like, you have to have an effect on fixing it. Like, you just can't excuse the shit and just be like, okay, our game's broken. This is a clearly an exploit, and just leave that shit there. On what planet is that cohesive? Like, so point blank period. I mean, anybody, like, even the person that makes the exploit video, they have the right to make the video. I mean, is it a tasteful video? Fuck no. But it's up to the dev to rectify that problem and fix it. So shame on the fucking developers if they don't fix that shit. So yeah, that's how I feel.
All right, who want to jump in there next? Cause
I'll go last on that one.
All right.
My opinion is just a little bit different. Ain't nothing wrong with it though, but I think it's more on the fault of the See, I don't know, 'cause that's a tough one, because at the end of the day, no game is perfect. So there's always going to be something in that game that you can probably, exploit, but there are ways you can tone down on that. So sometimes I think, something like the 7-2 point guard glitch, I think that's the developer's fault, actually. So I'm gonna agree with Abel, because even though your game's not perfect the moment it comes out, since the age of technology that we live in now, if there's something wrong, like, you can patch that quickly. Like, NBA Live had patches on the graphics, like, so, and like, because we all know everybody's gonna do something to get their views up. There's always gonna be that one guy trying to get that big break or that big paycheck, that big payout. So at the end of the day, it's the developers that are at fault for that. That's what I got.
Real quick, I blame the devs, because I actually give credit to the YouTubers who making these exploits, because it's not an easy thing to just whip up the game and be like, look, I got some exploits for you. They find these exploits. What I don't understand is, if you listen to the community, what did you listen to the forums? What did you pay attention to everything that's going on? When people are saying that there's a problem, but you're too busy trying to say, oh, we got this new LeBron emblem, whatever, emerald color pack to open, when you should really be addressing all these exploits. I think that's the more important thing about the game, and then you wonder why people are complaining about your game. I mean, look, for example, everybody knows me. I cheese with the charges. Why can't you, patch up the game and add flagrants or more flagrants or something like that? Because whoever knows how I play, I charge all day, and I'm not gonna stop. Why? Because that's how I can do that in the game. I get charges on people while they're in the paint ready to just turn around. That's not even a charge. So, I mean, and for people to exploit that, I mean, hey, they should be paying attention to that. There's people who make hundreds of videos on exploits, and still it's not being patched. What they're doing is sending out more pack openings and all these extra features, when, you know what, you can't get mad at devs, bro. You just can't get mad at the dev. I mean, you just can't get mad at the YouTuber or the content creator. I mean, yeah, they're assholes for making the video, but they're allowed to, So, I mean, the devs need to pay more attention. Supposedly they listen to the community, but then again, they don't.
Did everybody get the guy? Yeah, go ahead.
Blocking prophecy.
I'm biased, like, to be honest with you, because I get the point that y'all making with the devs being responsible. To me, it depends on what the glitch is, right? And when I say that, I think of it as in the sense of Modern Warfare 2, right? One-man army noob tube swapping back and forth. That was definitely the developer's fault. Like, they could have easily, like, I don't know if they don't play their own games, but they got to think of what gamers would do when they're making these types of things and say, okay, they can keep doing this over and over. Something like Ricky said, the charge cheese, the 3-point cheese, those type of things, that's their fault. They can easily patch that. But when you got people that are doing like 7'1", 7'9" point guards, like in 2K11 back in the day when they on crew, when they had them 8 foot, I can't blame that on the devs, because you got to do you got to be a amazing computer nigga to know how to do those types of shit. Like, when you got a glitch, like, I'll give you another example. Destiny had a glitch in the game where when you did the raid, if you unplugged your Ethernet cord and turned off your internet and turned it back on, the nigga stayed glitched down. Who the fuck does that? Like, how can you stop that? How is it possible that you can I don't think they could think that far in advance that people are gonna, like, as far as I know, because I don't know how to become, because I just found out about these demi-guys is what they call them, I guess, these 7-foot 3-point guards and shit. But from what I understand, you got to unplug your Ethernet cord and do all these other shit. Like, how do you know to do that? Like, that's not something that you just look online and somebody says, look, you can make your do by just closing the app real quick and then that's your do. You actually got to research how to really get into doing that shit. And so to me, it just seems like the players, the YouTubers, the Twitchers that are really into exploiting these games like that, I can't really necessarily blame too much on the devs because I feel like they're gonna say ain't nobody gonna think to do that shit. Like it's like I said, it's to me it's half and half because some glitches I definitely 100% blame on the developers, but other ones it's like, bruh, how do you even know how to do that shit? Like, how's changing your port on your internet and connecting it back, or changing your internet settings and shit? How are you doing these things? Like, even like look at the back in the days. I guess niggas are doing it now, but I remember back in Gears of War days, niggas made lag switches. I remember how you had to actually go inside your own like niggas was getting electrocuted doing these things. You had to go inside your own light, and mess with the wires and shit. Like, how can you stop that? I can't blame that on them. That's on those type of glitches. That's the people.
Yeah, that was you. You hit it on the head. I just want
some of those is just like, bro, like you can't do that, bro.
Yeah, first of all, how'd you even figure that out? I'm gonna say mine, then Flock, you can go ahead and take from there. I just want to say, like, I mean, people gonna always say, well, if they don't fix it, it is their fault. But if they don't fix the shit, I guess it is their fault after a while. But like, people don't realize that, like when you make a YouTube channel, you might not want some of the responsibilities that come with that. But once you get to be a certain size, like, you have a lot of influence over your viewers. I didn't know about mine until I made that video about fucking eating cereal, and then the next thing you know, like, people went out and were buying cereal. I'm like, well, I was just joking, but y'all took that shit so serious. So you got to be careful what you do with that. That's why it's important to maybe not necessarily take money and tell people and give people opinions that you don't even really have, that aren't really yours because you took money. There's just certain things, and just because you could do something don't mean you should do it. Like, you could always say, like, at the end of the day, you always have a choice on what you want to do. All right, and it's easy for you to rationalize why it's okay for you to do something that could basically mess it up for everybody else. So you got to say, okay, I don't really need to do that. Every game, and I said this when I tweeted, every single game that I've ever seen with online multiplayer that people actually play, there's been glitches and exploits. So those are going to get made regardless, and I understand that this is YouTube. Before, when we had glitches, before YouTube blew up, everybody, not everybody, only a few people knew them. And maybe your friend came over and you told him. But now, like, as soon as somebody figured out a glitch, there's a video made, 1 million views, 100,000 views, 500,000 views. Next thing you know, you get online and you immediately know that they seen that video. And that shit just messes up the game for everybody. I just feel like people need to be a little bit more mindful, because when you put out certain glitches, the players might have to deal with that for a year. And how do I deal with certain glitches? Either do the glitch myself or not play the game. Yeah. People say, well, they spent $60, they can play however they want. That's true. But there are unwritten rules, unspoken rules. And I'll give you a good one. You play Call of Duty, how come everybody knows not to steal people's care packages?
People niggas definitely will try to steal your shit.
Every once in a while, somebody will try to steal, but there's just that unspoken rule that's like, yo, that's my care package. Don't take my care package.
There should be some type of ethics code.
I'm going to continue on that, what you just said. With that one specifically, the devs knew, okay, fuck it. If they were asked, they would have just made it so everybody collects the care package really slow. But they let you know that because it was your care package, you could pick it up in like a second, while it takes other people like 5 seconds to pick up your care package.
But it's not like having people steal your care package. That's not like a common thing. Like, you might play the game for a month and might have 2 people, but people just know, like, yo, I'm not supposed to take this. But
you can always choose not to have a damn care package and pick another kill streak.
Right.
That's simple. That's a simple fix.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of unspoken rules and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we do every day because we know maybe I'm not going to do this because it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, sometimes certain things that go on YouTube aren't necessarily the best things to put up. So you just got to be mindful that there's like a lot of young people, and that same attitude is what has a lot of the low income youth acting the way they act. Is because some of these people that they look up to, some of these actors and rappers and athletes say the same shit, like well, that's just how it is. It's like, nah, you got influence. Yo, people need to start taking that shit a little bit more serious, and maybe things will be a little bit better. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm
gonna give you an exploit that we all did. Everybody in here that done played Mario back in the day. We didn't all sat on that one white little ass tower, held down for about 5 seconds, and went behind the board, jumped on that bitch, and opened up that whistle and hit that thing, blew that whistle, and got to the very end of the board.
That don't affect nobody.
Yeah, that's the
point that I'm trying to make. Yeah. Like, if it don't affect you, to me, it's okay. Like, especially when it's online, if it affects you, then it's a different story. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a VC glitch right now that probably won't be patched.
I'm about to do it.
You can just put your game on 1 minute quarter, 2 minute quarters, make every single shot, turn all your sliders up, and just go crazy with VC. I've seen people get, like 200K VC, and
again,
right. That's, to me, that's 2K fault, bro. Like, you shouldn't be charging motherfuckers $50 for VC like that, nigga. Then niggas wouldn't be trying ways to exploit your shit.
Next year after year. If I see that glitch that's going on now next year on 2K, then it's 2K's fault. But like,
it's been going on every year though on 2K. They always doing that 7-foot, 8-foot bastard. They always doing that VC glitch.
But how I'm gonna say like, yo, I'm just doing this so y'all are aware of this. When that's not why I'm really making the video.
No, not
as a
you.
YouTuber,
No.
we know why everybody make their videos.
No, of course, but I'm not saying you. I'm saying
no, I'm not saying. I'm just speaking generally. Like.
Because there's literally YouTuber accounts that are just made for exploits and glitches, and I'm just like, yo, these people built a fucking career off of this, like, and they got
hundreds. I don't care how they build their channel. That's fine. That's just
of course, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, what these devs, and I'm gonna have to speak it true, because there's times I do some funny ass shit on my games, but you know what? I think it's up to the devs to really chop it down and be like, listen, remember, GTA plays no games, no Fs given. They banned me because I went into a multiplayer lobby and somebody had one of the their mods, one of their hacks actually enabled on the multiplayer, and they banned me for 15 days until I showed them proof that it wasn't me. So they found out. I mean, 2K, if it does affect anybody on the multiplayer side, like my team or the park or whatnot, 2K should actually, track down on this crap, but they're not doing anything. I mean, I don't know if people are really hacking into my park or my player, but if they're doing this like
they are. Go online, boy, that's just ridiculous. But let's go ahead and let Flop, because he can tell you exactly. He plays 2K online a lot and stuff, so let him go ahead and say his piece.
I know you said I know you said to narrow it down between one, but it's almost impossible for me to do that, because I think it's different tiers of blame. And what I mean by that, like, you can start with the developers. Abel made a good point about they doing this and they need to change it. If they're not gonna change it, people gonna take advantage of it. Everybody made their case about the developer. That's all well and good, but I also heard them in a live stream or something, in some type of chat or whatever, saying that they know about it, they're aware of it. And then one of the guys said, "Yeah, we banned people in 2K13 for doing stuff like that." I don't think they did it. They just trying to just say, "Yeah, we're aware of it and we'll ban you," but I'm almost certain they won't, because they never do. The next tier is the YouTuber that puts it out there. Now, the person that originally came up with it was like a less than under 200 sub channel, so not many people knew of this, not many people saw it. But it took a guy that had 50,000 subs or 60,000 subs to put it out there, get 400,000 views on it. That's the part that pissed me off, because the irresponsibility, on that person's part to put that shit out there, when 4 videos before that you were talking about how you need this to change in the game and how much you love the game. Now you're putting out stuff that's basically hindering the game and hindering everyone's experience in playing the game. Now, if you want to make tutorial, and then claim it's for tutorial purposes only, but you out there on the park or on the rec utilizing, you exploiting it. It's not a tutorial, it's an exploit, and you taking full advantage of it from a gaming standpoint and from a monetary standpoint, getting revenue off of that video as well. So they knew what they were doing when they did it. And I just feel like the YouTuber who puts it out there, because a lot of these people that's out here, like I said before in the video, we live in a nation where everybody wants instant gratification and everybody wants stuff handed to them. Nobody wants to work for anything. Nobody wants to work for shit. Everybody wants instant VC. That's why they put VC out there, so you can buy it, so you don't have to grind and stuff like that. So they doing all this stuff to enable you to do that. So now everybody wants to just be a 7'2" point guard that got handles like hot sauce. It can shoot like fucking Larry Bird, you know what I'm saying? And blocking shots like a king. Like, where do they do that at? Like, that's the part that you know what I'm saying, it conflicts with what these people are saying. And I think they should have a greater sense of responsibility. And the people that's in their camp, that's on their team, should tell them, look, I don't think you should make that. I'm not gonna make it. If you're gonna do it on a separate account, do you, bruh. That's your game. You do it how you live. But don't go out there and make it public, because you got 14, 15-year-old kids watching everything you do, and they want to do just that, because they like, man, why I gotta grind and play 150 games of my career when I could just do this and go out here on the park and smash fools that's out here trying to play legit. It is for everybody that wants to play legit, that plays the right way. So, and then the third tier is the people that's actually doing it. I always say be a leader, not a follower. So, you know, if just because a YouTuber says it's cool to do it or they putting it out there, don't mean you have to do it.
Right.
I mean, to me, it means you just trash at the game and you just trying to find an out. You trying to find a way to buck the system. So, I just think it's trash, man. And anybody that puts it out there and they'll try to justify why they did it and all that other shit is corny. And you feel some type of way about it, I always say, man, holler at me. I'm willing to debate with anybody that got sense. You know what I mean? Me and Chase getting notifications right now on Twitter asking, you know, are we upset about it? I'm like, I'm just upset about the fact that people, you know, saying cashing in on it and going back, and they kind of like, they just contradicting themselves. One day you saying, yo, I need 2K to fix this, and then the next day you putting this stuff out there that's advocating that shit. So
yeah, I'm not. See, the thing
is like, what? My bad, Chase.
Okay.
But like with 2K specifically, because I'll get into GTA, because everybody, I did the exploit glitch for GTA. I don't give a fuck. Call me what you want, but it was hard as fuck making money on GTA Online. So if I could find a way to get that cash fast, yeah, I definitely was doing that.
Yeah, no, I did.
But with 2K, they have a simple solution. They act like they don't, because I'm not a programmer. I don't know how to code anything. I don't know how hard it is to actually, you know, as much as people bitch and complain about devs not doing these jobs, I'm sure it's hard as fuck to program these things in the game to fix a patch. But 2K can easily simplify that. They can make, when you play online, your online player is completely different than the player you play with my player. And you can't buy VC to boost your online player up. That'll fix that problem right then and there, because then you actually have to grind. You have to actually put in work online in order to rank your character up. They can do that. They're just choosing not to.
Easy. Yeah, they ain't.
So they're letting people get away with these glitches. I mean, these glitches have been around since, like Ricky said, since 2K11. 2K11, they had the skill point glitch. It's no different. Like a skill point glitch, you could have 9 billion skill points and use that character for crew. Like, so it's been around forever. But my thing is, like, to go on what Flock was saying, and going back to my original point, there's some glitches. It's just, bruh, you got to download a generator. You got to plug in a car.
I remember that on 2K12.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's so, like, if you doing all that, bruh, have that. You got that, bruh. Because you're taking a lot of time to do that type of shit. But if it's something simplistic, like, say we playing my player right now, or I go to 2K right now and I go to team up, and then I back out really fast and then buy VC and then close more buying VC, and then I close it real quick, and then all of a sudden I have unlimited VC. Well, damn it, that's 2K's fault. Like, they should know that niggas is out here grinding. This is 2015.
I agree, dog. I agree. Only because
like you said, niggas don't want to spend time. Niggas don't want to put that work in. So that's why they need to separate the modes in general.
I just want to say, in the case of like Call of Duty, going back to like a lot of the YouTubers, they try to make videos like they're being helpful or they're spreading awareness. But like in the case of Call of Duty, I remember a couple other exploit videos went out by people who are following, let's say, David Vonderhaar, and he's also following them. If you really wanted to show the dev that there was an issue, you would make the video and make it unlisted and send them the video. But at the end of the day, you want to get whatever views and stuff you can get. And I ain't mad. I mean, you get your views the way you get them. But all I'm saying is, like, don't be out here telling people that you're doing stuff for one reason and it's for another. And if it's helping you grow your channel, I'm sure you would not worry about what anybody else had to say at all. So, I mean, I get that. But, like, you know, people don't understand a lot of the stuff that happens behind the scenes. You can't really try to act like you out here for the community, the people that watch you and play the game, when that's not why certain videos are going up. And especially if there's some hypocrisy going on, that's also not a good look.
And with Call of Duty, everybody but Nick, we didn't all play Modern Warfare 2 like that, bro.
Oh, God.
There were so many glitches. MW2 probably had the most glitches out of any Call of Duty game.
Combined, yo.
Yeah.
Like, they had the care package glitch. They had the javelin glitch. They had a crazy.
Wait, what was the other one? UTX? Wasn't it the one that you get to keep switching your gear? It was
that's one man.
That's one man.
Oh,
right. But then I remember I was playing. I was about to say 2K. I was playing MW2 and they had a new glitch. And when I went into this game and they had a brand new, I said, niggas got new glitches out, bro. And this goes into what I'm saying, where you got to download programs onto your computer and change things inside the game. They had a glitch where every care package that you get out fucking has a nuke in it. Like, bro, how the hell did you know how to do that in the first fucking place to get it to that point?
You know what? I think most of these people, like, they smart computer-wise, but they also ignorant, you know, at the same time, because they know what they doing. But I think it gives them, like, some sense of, like, accomplishment or gratitude. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, you know, everybody want to be the best at a game and dominate. And I think most people, they'll take whatever they can get, you know, even if it comes to exploiting the game, to just say they number one. Because I bet you any money they be at home smiling their ass off when they do it. So
Nick,
laughing at people cussing and screaming.
Nick, you know for a fact, and I can say Kid knows this well, DBZ had crazy exploits.
Which one? Xenoverse?
Xenoverse had crazy exploits in the game when it first came out. Like, you get hit with one of them freezer bombs or anything, and you were stuck in the animation and you couldn't get out. You could keep spamming it non-stop. But they eventually patched it to the point where it's nowhere near as powerful as it is now. So they knew what they were doing when they did that. Like, so to me, it just seems like the developers don't even be playing their goddamn games, and they don't think what you got to think. If I'm making a game right now, and all of us just made a game, and we getting ready to put it out, I'm going to look to all my niggas and say, bruh, how's niggas going to exploit this game? Because you got to look for those type of things, and that's the problem. And I think a lot of it is them not having betas and stuff and showing people. Because if they had betas to a lot of these games, people wouldn't even be they'd get all the exploits out the way in the very beginning, and then it'll be patched.
I agree with you, T. I think honestly, I think because of these exploits and glitches with the older Call of Duties, you know, not trying to really stay on this topic, but I think, like, I used to really care about leaderboards. Like, I used to love, you know, the fact that my kills and stuff like that on the leaderboard, I used to like trying to see myself on the top 100s or 50s. But these exploits and glitches, when these people had like the 2,040,100-something 47 on the top leaderboard, that shit killed me. And then on with the 2K side, I can't blame people for doing VC glitch. I tried it myself, of course, because hell yeah. Because they treat the game like a mobile phone with the way you earn your point, your VC. Like, you do all this work just to get a couple hundred VC, and then to get the good shit, you need to get like at least triple digit like VC. Like, you need to start purchasing. So they treat it like it's a mobile game, and I'm like, yo, you're making money in all aspects of this game. You're making money in pack openings, you know, and my team doing all this extra stuff. But you're treating it like a mobile game with just charging us for every little thing. You're damn right I'm going to do a VC glitch. You're damn right, and I'm doing it till today, and I don't give a damn. And they still haven't found out. I mean, hey, it happens. You can't. Shit, who's going to get mad? I'm not spending $50 on 100 VC, 100,000 VC or 1 million VC. It's not going to happen. Remember, Chase, when was the last time 2K actually was treating you or giving you the VC you deserved after a game?
Never. And see, and that's the thing. Like, the numbers you can get on my career could be crazy. You can get 80 points, 20 boards, 30 assists, 10 steals. You ain't getting 2,000 VC at the end of that game.
That's a terrible.
They will get you 1,900. You will. So you don't get stuff at all. So like that's See,
he said
much
it.
harder.
1,000 VC for a headband. You're right.
Yeah, for a headband, and if you want to rank up or level up your playmaker or defense, once you get to like level 10 on that, it costs like 4,000 VC. So
you're right, dog. I can't. Son.
We're getting ripped off, and at the same time while people are exploiting. So
more VC for 2K16, but yet they're gonna charge double for the items. I bet. I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, that's why I don't be feeling good when I be getting A's at the end of my matches. I'm like, dog, what did I get? What was my reward? 980 VC? Really?
Yeah. Well, then the other thing is like the community as a group complains a lot to the devs. Yo, y'all ain't doing this, y'all ain't doing that. But it's like, yo, at the same time, like I see them being more critical of the devs than some of the people glitching. Like you should be upset with some of that stuff too. And that's all the games. Like they don't really say much to people that put out the videos. They go right to the devs. Like it's like
no, they didn't win after what's I don't really know his name, but I know the nigga blocked me. But there's a 2K nigga that did nothing but exploit and put those exploits out and.
You told me who it was. Well, then that's why they put stuff into these games because of glitches from the previous year. Yeah. Like my team points. Yeah, I know you're talking about. It's not even the guy we were talking about earlier though. That's hilarious. He blocked you though. I'm sorry.
Yo, bro blocked me because I laughed at a joke that somebody else said. I ain't even know this nigga, bro. It's a soft ass nigga. Like these niggas are soft, bro.
Yeah, but that's YouTubers for you, man. A lot of these guys, it's just soft. It's that, and I don't try to sit up here like I'm a tough guy, but like a lot of people have to understand that like being on YouTube means that like you get to basically relive high school again. So you get to relive it the exact same way you want to.
True.
So a lot of these people, and I'm not speaking about anybody specifically. I'm sure a lot of people in the comment section would know who I mean. As far as like types of people, they didn't really have a lot of friends and stuff, and there's just a certain way that they acted. But now they have a lot of what they would call friends, and they're the cool guy. So they don't really know how to. They just don't really understand stuff. So this is really high school part 2 for them, and they the man. So
right.
You know,
I agree.
It's crazy, yo. Just keep that in mind, cause I see some of these dudes. It's like, yo, man, how is this guy like cool? Like. How?
Because you know in real life he's
yeah, and I mean that's fine. I mean everybody's not social. Everybody can't be cool. That's why I get all that. But some of these guys they be acting like they the shit on this YouTube. It's like, bruh.
No, that's true though.
You should have seen some of them at PAX. Like, and I'm like, man. And I like a lot of their channels and stuff, but they're just like so like I don't know. I don't even know, man. It's just weird, man.
Full of themselves, yo.
Yeah. Like, bro, don't talk to me if you ain't got 10K or more subs.
Right.
Yeah, some of them guys need to just come down to reality with the rest of us, man.
I've said it before. I'm sub to more lower sub YouTubers than I am bigger sub YouTubers. I don't know. All that hot boy shit, I don't give a fuck.
Because you're going to get more originality for the most part.
Nah, for real, yo. I don't know. These dudes, yo, I think we was talking about it. Nah, yo, because we was talking about it a couple weeks back. Like, there's like, you know how I think Chase, you were saying how some people didn't transition over to different games, which is why some of their channels are dying. I think there's a little bit too many YouTubers actually trying to transition that I'm just like, dog, this shit ain't for you. So I'm like, yo, I'd rather just go to the smaller channels because all these other dudes are just trying to expand, and it's just not working for me. I'm more entertained, and I actually like, some smaller YouTubers. I mean, it happens.
It's a lot of squirrels in this circle world, bro. Like, that's just all what it is. There's a lot of square-ass niggas in this world, man.
Yeah.
He said he blocked you because of somebody else's content. That dude's a
bro. He blocked YouTubers. He went through and, bro, I've never mentioned my man's one time in his life. I don't even know the nigga personally. I just know that everybody that retweeted the tweet my man's put out, he clicked on everybody's shit and hit block.
He thought he blocked you because of association. That's
wow.
That's exactly what he did.
He probably read the UTX name. He said, "Yes, there's like 100 of them dudes on Twitter. Chill."
That nigga blocked me straight off association, bro. Like if you you could tell, like what Chase just said, you could tell it's a lot of square ass niggas, bro. Like these are the type of niggas get their ass whooped in high school, bro. These type of nerds that sit at the table by themselves, twirling their fingers around and shit, bro. Like
Chase, stop playing with your hat. You know it's true. You know it's true, Chase.
No, he's telling the truth
Nah,
though,
he's
bro. He's telling the
bro.
truth.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not.
Hey,
I ain't.
I'm not at
I know
all.
Hey, MW, I know exactly what you're talking about. Square. We done had that conversation before. Square ass nigga.
Y'all went in like the last.
Right. He just went on.
Where do we go from here, bro? Like,
That's like when you. Let me say, yeah, all right.
see, Ricky, you be the one that takes shit to tier 2 and shit.
What, man?
we-
UTX got me hyped, my dude. Like what? I can't finish it. How am I gonna finish it? I gotta hold it in now. My bad. I'm holding it in.
Ricky, you're an idiot.
I get too. And I get
your
amped up.
delivery be so fucked up.
No,
like the
because,
message
like,
be right, but your delivery
no,
be
but
crazy.
dude, that be me, son. Like I don't be holding back, and you know what? I feel like Drake right now. I'm gonna fall back and go to a
All right,
city.
come on, man.
Like what Ricky said, I 100% agree with my nigga. I'm only subscribed to about 10 people on YouTube. Only about 2 people is above 200K. MW and you. Everybody else, bro, I don't even really fuck with y'all niggas like that. You know, like I might look on your channel to see what you offering, but
Nigga said, damn.
I ain't really fucking with a lot of niggas like that, bro. Cause I just noticed it's a lot of niggas like, oh my god,
shit.
it's a lot of niggas that just think they God.
Y'all read this chat,
Because they
man.
got a lot of subs, bro.
Oh man.
There's a lot of square ass niggas that think they gods just because they got a lot of subscribers.
Oh, that's true though. That is true. Nah, and the
And then a
thing.
lot of them, I'm sorry, Abel, but a lot of them
Nah.
dudes, with them big channels are swagger jackers too, man.
Oh yeah. Easy.
A lot of mine, like you never hear me go public about it, but a couple of them have jacked some of my shit before. You know what I mean?
It's happened to everybody. And
I've seen personally.
And
Like,
not to mention a lot of them niggas pay for bots to view they weak ass channel.
yeah, then I get an instant like a random ass friend request on PlayStation 4 from them. Like, whoa. Nah, bro. Mm-mm. You trying to jack my shit again? Nah.
like one of them square ass niggas send you a friend request, you like pause, bro. Pause.
Cause like with the 2K, cause you know I'm primarily 2K, and there's only a handful of 2K guys that you know what I'm saying I watch. I watch Chase's shit, of course, cause that shit be funny as hell. Watch Shakedown, you know what I'm saying, a couple other cats, but that's about where it stops, man. Then everybody else I watch is just my homies, you know what I'm saying. I just watch.
Right.
I watch just to hear what they got to say, and I just support what they do. But you know, I ain't fishing at no 100 sub channel because I'm damn near at 10K. I'm not fishing for no 100 sub channel to fucking rape their fucking pockets. You know what I'm saying? And try to rape their ideas from them and then pass it off as my own. You know what I mean?
And then you look at some of
the
the
catchphrase at the beginning of the video, and that's the only thing that you change was your catchphrase. So.
And then you look at some of their channels like, nigga, you're lame as fuck. Like, what are you doing? Like, how did you have it?
I could tell. I'm gonna keep it real. Chase looks like he wants to switch the subject so bad. I'm sorry, dog.
I'm sorry, Chase.
Hey, bruh.
It had to be said.
Bro, you gotta keep it real though. Your comment section though, they on our side though. You know what I'm saying? They know what it is, man. They know what it is.
I ain't saying that. We have to end it. We ain't like the
No, we at the end.
post show anyway. It's already 8:30, so.
Nah, but real stuff though, we all went through it though. High school, I just feel like sometimes we relive it, and I just be like, damn, I'm behind the computer screen reliving it. Shit pisses me off. But you know what? I keep composure. I hold my shit down. You know what I'm saying? I feel Drakey at times, but I'm good.
Drakey though, fam?
Yeah, cause I can't be releasing myself, so I gotta be mad Drake with it and fall back and make a soft ass.
That's why, like when we talk or when we play games or when we hit up the GI crew, like. Aside from this squad and the GI crew and I got a few of my homies on PlayStation, I don't even like want to talk to a lot of these niggas, bro. Like, don't even look at me, bro. Like, get your ass away from me. Like, these niggas is cornballs, bro. Like, real shit.
Yeah, it's true though, man. And there's some good points made in the chat too. I'm sitting there reading. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. That's why I was always like, man, I don't know if I would ever want to do that E3 thing, man. Cause
that's definitely an experience. I think.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
I see somebody, man, and instead of being like, yo, what's up, man? Like your stuff and blah blah blah. I be wanting to slap the piss out one up, man. And I know me. I say something. I'd be like, he'd be like, yo, I recognize you, bro.
And then them niggas be smelling like shit too. Ooh, you can't do that around me, bro. I'm gonna call you out, bro. I don't give a fuck who you is. Like a lot of like a lot of them events, like I always wanted to go to Comic-Con and stuff like that, but I know them niggas smell like straight dog shit, man.
Yeah. Shout out to the Game Illuminati crew too, man. Like you said, man, I rock with them, man. If like, or you know, y'all, man, like. It's a handful of cats.
Shout out to
really,
word.
Yeah, it's a handful of cats, man. That I can genuinely say I rock with it. I can hang with outside of typing on the internet. So.
Nah, but Flock, I don't think that should hold you back from experiencing, E3 or travel.
No, I'm not saying it will. I said that's why I wouldn't do the whole social aspect of it. Like I would go if I'm going either on business or just the environment. I'll be getting up with some cats I genuinely rock with or I respect. But if I see some random cat that I know, like, I just give him this.
Damn.
You'd be like, yo, that's that fuck boy.
Like, I just look at him like, man, you respect the shit.
You can't.
That's how I be wanting to look at him.
Yo, word, you can't have a street dude just go out to E3 or you be having these withdrawals and shit like, yo, I just want to fuck some dude up.
Man, ain't nobody gonna do nothing at it.
I ain't no street dude, man.
I'm saying, like, the thing is, when I used to see dudes back in high school, I was like, yo, this nigga was talking shit. I would have to step up to him. Now I'm up behind a computer screen. I'm like, all right, let me do a chase to unblock him. I gotta block him because I'm gonna end up, right back.
Nice.
I might just fall back. You know what I mean?
Nah, but you do meet some people at these events. I only went to one so far. It wasn't even a big one, so I can't imagine how it is. And like, some people are not really the way they are in their videos at all, which means they might come off as like a real nice guy, and then you meet them and they're just and then there's other people who you didn't think they was real cool and they cool as hell, and then there's like the other smaller YouTubers that they just cool as fuck, like, and
because they humble and shit. They trying to get out.
Like Siggy, man, he was at PAX. Siggy's cool as shit, man, and he knows so many people in the industry. It was ridiculous. So like, man, how the hell you know all these people?
Oh yeah, he went to E3 this year with the squad.
Yeah, that's why when I was watching the podcast, I said he went with them, and it was just pretty much the same experience. So like.
Yeah, one of the coolest dudes you'll meet,
Yeah, like you will never have to even get into it with somebody like that in the event because they're not going to say nothing to you. Like
you need a Siggy in your squad, dog.
Yeah.
Bro, like I'm gonna be real. Like me and my wife went to GameStop a long time ago, right? And we was at a midnight release. And I'll never forget, these dudes were so excited about like a game, bro, and like I was so embarrassed to even be in the same line with these niggas. Like they were giving each other high fives and clapping and shit. I'm like, bro,
they hype.
What was it? Call of Duty?
No, it was I think it was 2K to be honest. It might have been 2K or it was either 2K. Yeah, I think it was 2K or GTA. One of them two.
I can see.
It's like, bro, I can't wait to get home. It's like, bro, shut your ass up, bro. Let's just wait in this line. Be quiet.
Here in Chicago, people was camping outside of GameStop for that game.
Yeah, that's
which game again?
For Grand Theft Auto 5. I remember.
Yeah.
Shit,
bro, like the line was around the block 2 times, bro, for GTA. I said, I'm not getting this shit, bro. Like I agree with Flock though. Like some of these events. And like none of us is like trying to portray hard or nothing like that, but
not at all.
No, but you just they give you that bad give you that bad taste, man.
And I'm one of them niggas that's gonna act on it too. Like I ain't gonna keep my mouth shut. And I'm like, bruh, can you shut the fuck up, please, dog? Get your ass out of my face, like.
Imagine all of us.
A very nice way. Like
I'm not good at thinking like I'm cool with somebody when I'm not, man. Especially if they ever acting the ass towards me. Like I give them benefit of the doubt if I've never had any interaction with them, but if they just went out their way to act the ass towards me, like, and I've been nothing but like humble and respectful, you know what I'm saying, to them or whatever, just ask a simple question like, yo, could you do that? They like, oh fuck, yeah, I ain't answer you, or they, said just whatever with you, kind of like pass you off like you're a peasant, a crumb or some shit. I'm like, all right, I got you.
Now, real shit. Imagine like we all out there, right? And Chase be sending them to the block party, but some shit pops off. I'm gonna be like, Chase, we can't send them to the block party right now. UTx is about to spaz on them, nigga. Like we can't. There's no food and drinks. What we gonna do then? Tell me, Chase.
I'll be one of them. Nah, I wouldn't put my niggas in danger because I'm just gonna.
I don't understand. It's never going down at a video game event. These people, they not the kind
sent to the block party in real life too.
Bruh, if them niggas like say like you just said, we was all at a gaming event and the nigga just ran into us just acting geeky as fuck, bruh. I'm just gonna have to leave, bruh. I'm gonna be honest with you because I gotta contain myself because I don't want to go to jail for no video games, fam.
I'm more diplomatic though in that type of instance. I just like, yeah,
I get
okay,
I'll be mad excited.
I be hurting myself more to keep myself from laughing. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't good at helping my laugh.
Yo, I'm the type that I just start joking, so I won't joke in somebody's face that's rude. But I embrace everything. I'll see somebody smelling like Dookie and looking like nerdy. I'll just laugh it off. I'm not really
You
gonna
embracing
be like,
that shit?
Nobody
Hell,
listen.
no,
Nobody
no,
that's
no. I'm
gonna
talking about laughing it off. Now I'm not gonna
Oh,
start
I'm about to
with
say,
nobody.
hell
No, I'm not
no,
gonna
you
laugh at
gonna
nobody.
approach you getting called
if they really that goofy, they're not going to approach you. They're probably going to be like too nervous just to say hello. The other thing is, I just want to say like a lot. Go ahead.
Now I was just about to say half them dudes there, they just want to be noticed. You know what I mean? They just glad somebody recognize them when they see them. So when you bump into them, they're like, yo, let me get a picture, and all that. But you still got some of them.
And we also
some
niggas